Hi Metalheads, willkommen zu Metal Forever, Show Nummer 114. Ja, heute wieder eine coole Abend, kann ich ja sagen. Ein sehr sympathischer Frontman und Schauter. Geil, heute werden wir griechisch bedient. Wer geht nicht gern zum Kriegen? Heute sind wir unter griechischer Führung hier. Metallisch gesehen natürlich. Bevor es losgeht, erstmal... wer ist denn heute unser Metalhead of the Day? Ich mache immer, also ich kann ihn bloß rausziehen. Wir haben so viele coole Shirts und Shirtträger. Heute ist eine Shirtträgerin, eine Frau, ein Metalhead. Hier ist die Astrid. Das war ein geiles Schild, das wird super für ein Chaos. Das möchte ich auch haben. Fickt euch alle. Super gut. Astrid, danke für den Support. Morgen, wer weiß, ich lasse mich überraschen. So, bevor es losgeht, erstmal ein Gruß an die Sponsoren und dann let the madness begin. Die Metal is Forever Rockcast Show wird präsentiert von Hardline, das Rock- und Metal-Magazin. Überall erhältlich, wo es Zeitschriften gibt. Im Abo besonders günstig. 6 Ausgaben zu 25 €. Holt es euch. Hardline, das Rock- und Metal-Magazin. Der Vegan Ashes of Rock'n'Roll. Veganer Lifestyle ist lebendiger Rock'n'Roll. Wir sind Rebellen. Wir sind Veganer. Wir lieben das Leben und leben es mit jeder Menge Spaß. Fliesenspitzner. Der zuverlässige Handwerker für alle Aufgaben rund um das Verlegen von Fliesen, Platten, Mosaik und Naturstein. Crazy Stuff Tattoo in Schwandorf. Tätowierer aus Leidenschaft. Dein Tattoo-Studio in privater Atmosphäre und für individuelle Tattoos. Luftraum Fürstenfeldbruck. Die Rock- und Metal-Kneipe. Jede Woche von Donnerstag bis Samstag Rock und Metal vom Feinsten. Power Concerts Burg Lengenfeld. Wenn es um Konzerte geht, dann Power Concerts. Karten gibt's an allen bekannten Vorverkaufsstellen. Backguard Studios. Zusammenarbeit mit Indiscreet Audio. Das Metal Dream Team für die metallischen Produktionen vom ersten Ton bis zum fertigen Produkt seid ihr bei uns an der richtigen Stelle. Meldet euch unverbindlich bei uns. The Metal is Forever. Schwammerhandler. Fanshop Story Mall. Der offizielle Partner der Metal is Forever Rockcast Show. Rock of Angels Records. Von Metal Fans für Metal Fans. The home of Rock and Metal. Roar! Dankeschön an die Sponsoren. Nicht wundern, es ist immer das Gleiche. Aber bald habe ich ja noch einen Computer. Dann wird es, der geht in die Knie. Das haut immer hin. Aber sieht man, ich warte und das Bild steht immer noch da. Dabei bin ich schon lange online. Ihr denkt ja immer, was macht der für ein blödes Gesicht? Der Flo hat gesagt, ja, sag er, mach endlich was. Hat er gesagt, ja, wenn ich nicht weiß, dass ich schon dran bin. Egal. Gute Nachrichten. Unser lieber Tom ist wieder aus dem Krankenhaus heraus. Ich habe vorher gerade mit ihm gechattet. Wir haben gesehen, ist ein bisschen fertig von den ganzen Untersuchungen, aber Unkraut vergeht nicht. Unser lieber Tom ist wieder unter Leben bei uns und vielleicht schaut er sogar zu. Lieber Tom, wenn du zuschaust, liebe Grüße. So, heute ist die Sendung fast, ich sage es nur, also nicht ganz, aber fast in Hand von Rock of Angels, denn die Hauptband heute kommt natürlich aus dem Hause Rock of Angels von der Full House Brew Crew. Aber bevor es losgeht, eine andere Band, auch sehr geil. die jungen Emerald sind heute die Opener und ich werde schauen, dass ich die Jungs auch mal reinbringen. Hier sind Emerald, We Get Force. Let the madness begin now. Yes, Emerald. Ganz schön schnell vorbei gewesen, der Song. He? Verlaut lesen da, was ihr da schreibt, meine Lieben da draußen. Aki ist auch schon am Startsee. Servus, Aki. Jamas, mein lieber Freund. Kalispera Aki. Also, die Christina, die wird man noch beibringen, das kriege ich. Einmal ein Grubbelsteller mit extra Tzatziki, bitte. So. Are you ready for some Greek Heavy Metal? Ich freue mich jetzt auch richtig, richtig geil. Das ist mal genau mein Wetter. Und hier sind der Full House Brew Crew und Black Flag.
No warning signs or hesitation. I just stuck to my guns. Just so survive, you can't deny that I then not when on top. Excuses used to hide the truth. Your precious scars from the world. The black flag has risen. The black flag has risen. The black flag has risen. The black flags wave. You've never seen it get your way. No matter what you say, mission of the black flags wave. Your sacrifice condemn you. Really fire against you. Stop believing in you.
Full House, Brew Crew, Black Flag. And now, welcome to the show, Mr. Vangelis. Hey, Vangelis.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Where are your hair? Before you have a long hair.
I still have them. It's over here.
Yeah, all right. Hey. Vangelis, you don't speak German, right? So we have to do it in English.
No, unfortunately, I don't. I don't even know one word to say. I say only 9 on that. I don't think I have anything else to say in German.
Well, I can teach you. Like Stefan Raab, we have a famous TV host. He says he teached Motley Crue. When I say hello, fick dich. It works. If you're on tour,
I have no idea what that means.
that's mean fuck you.
Oh, okay, cool.
And Nikki Sixx and Tommy Lee loved it, So, Vangelis, thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you very, very much for the invitation.
Yeah, we have to say thank you to Aki because he told me about you right from beginning in December. I heard you the very first time when Aki was in my morning show, my guest. Mm-hmm. And this was the first time I heard you and say, wow, this is powerful. These guys I want to in my show. I said, yeah, one day you get it in the show. Today's the day. Yes.
Thank you so much.
And Greek, I say it and it's confirmed. Greek is my favorite food. So, and now let's see how far we go with the taste in metal. I know I love it already because we have let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos.
8 videos.
Full House Brew Crew. From your albums, Bear It All from 2011, From Me Against You 2018, and Bare Knuckle 2020. But it's not in row. So we jump around.
Yeah.
And
I guess I get what you mean.
But fantastic sound. I love it. Powerful. And you have a lot to tell us because you're not only a fantastic singer and musician, you are a sportsman, like a crazy one.
But I do that a lot. Since I was a child, I was really into sports. I was doing pretty much everything since I remember myself. I was a very active kid and I really enjoyed martial arts. So since I was a young kid, I remember myself watching Bruce Lee movies and Jackie Chan and doing all that stunts and jumping around and doing the flips and kicking and hitting and all that stuff. So I was really into that since I was maybe 5 or 6. And at the age of 11, 12, I started kickboxing for about 10 years. Kickboxing and boxing. The last 2 years of my martial arts career, it was mostly boxing, and then I stopped for some years, and I found myself getting a little bit bored. I was doing something, here and there, but nothing specific. And maybe 10 years ago, I think, if I remember correctly, I was thinking about I should start doing something, more consistent. So I jumped into a gym for 6 months, and I was like, okay, let's see how this will go. And 6 months later, I was like, okay, I like that, but what should I do next? Because I always have to have a goal. I always want to do something, otherwise there's no reason to do that, because I don't have the motivation to get better. I need to have something. So I was thinking about doing bodybuilding, or should I do strongman? So, strongman won, and I was thinking myself that it wouldn't be that nice to see myself somewhere with a tan on me, with a bikini, topless bikini wearing. That would be like a really awful scene. So strongman is my thing right now. Yes.
Yeah, you're lifting wheels and from tractor wheels and stuff like this, and stones or whatever.
Strongman has so many things you can do. Pulling trucks, pushing trucks, lifting, doing deadlifts or lifting cars, tire flips, huge tire flips, Atlas stones, really huge concrete stones that are quite heavy. There's, you know, all kinds of weights. There is what else you can do? You do squats, you do log lift, axle press. There is a ton of stuff you can do. Yeah. Unfortunately, it never ends. It's not like powerlifting where you have to train 3 things and then you have everything around it. Now this is really, really hard. You have this also sandbags. You have, it's endless. It's endless.
I mean, if I checked you out, actually Aki told me go on his on his Facebook page and check these videos out. He is crazy. This guy is crazy. And I checked it out. I guess there was never somebody refused to pay you after the show because he looks quite powerful, right?
That's good. Yeah, that's good. I'll get my payment. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'll get my payment.
Very good, very good. But let's go back to how you start to become a musician, guitar player, and a singer.
Yeah,
how was
that? Was maybe 20 years ago, 22 years ago, something like that. I had no musical background. None of my family was into music at all. My father was just listening to music, but he was listening local stuff, Greek stuff. So nothing to do with metal or rock or something like that. You know, the heaviest thing I heard my home was Bon Jovi, something like that. And I really enjoyed that kind of music, but I was really young and it didn't stuck to me. You know, I remember watching the Rocky movies. I really enjoyed all the soundtracks because I had them on a cassette and I was training and I was listening to. But, you know, years later, a friend of mine got me into Metallica, and that was it. I got really, really hooked so fast. And for some reason, I don't know how is that happening. Every time someone listens to metal, wants to grab a guitar, start singing or do the drums or something, you know, it's immediate response. I don't know how this is happening. I don't know why electric guitar has that impulse to people and that impact to people. And you know, as soon as I start listening to Metallica, maybe 6 months later, I wanted to be like James Hetfield. So I had to get a guitar and I had to have that straps on so I would be able to stand up and play.
It's funny. I should check all videos because there are 2 bands sticks out always, either AC/DC or Metallica.
Okay, I thought you would say Iron Maiden.
No. Iron Maiden sometimes, yes, but many times I hear AC/DC as an influence or how they get hooked. And now the last 2 weeks was mostly Metallica. What was it in Metallica? What was it? James Hetfield? Was the sound, the rawness, the speed? What was it?
To begin with, I'm a guy that I don't really. I used to not really enjoy fast songs. I find it really exceptional when bands create something really heavy and really slow and groove. So the first song I heard from Metallica was Enter Sandman, and then The Unforgiven. There was a Metallica collection that my brother had. So I started listening. They had from Kill 'Em All to Black Album. But I was just hooked with the last 2 songs, which were Enter Sandman and Unforgiven. I couldn't believe how great those songs were. I was so impressed. I put those 2 songs in repeat. I couldn't imagine that how many great feelings those songs brought to me. And I was like, what is happening here? And then I was like, okay, now number 10 is Enter Sandman, number 11 of this CD is Unforgiven. What if I go back one more track and was 2 songs from And Justice for All, and it was Harvester of Sorrow. And I was like, okay, let's see this one too. So I started listening to Harvester of Sorrow too, and I was like, what's happening here? And I was so, but to begin with, it was the music. And then I start checking videos and, you know, photographs of them. And I was like, oh, that dude is really badass. You know, James Hetfield was really nice. And his vocals, I think I really enjoy bands that I will fall in love with the vocals. I really, really enjoy vocalists so much.
You like the rough voice also.
Yes,
And
yes.
I checked out your catalog, and you're right. Your catalog is not fast. There's always all mid-tempo but powerful. But what you are a lyricist. You not only write some lyrics. There's a lot of meaning in the lyrics, and that's why I think you produce so many lyric videos to give it to people so they can read. Because there's so much stuff inside, and the phrasing is great. For a Greek, it's great.
Thank you so much. I try to work a lot on that. I try to improve myself. I think I brought a lot of stuff on my back, but I try to be as good as possible on everything. You know, I study and practice my accent and my English weekly. You know, I do 2 or 3 times. I read as much as possible. I try to make my accent better. I try to be better in general in everything, you know, in communicating with people. And lyrics, it's really, really important thing for me. Even though sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe I should write something quick and just leave it over there. But it never ends up like that. I come back and I see the lyrics and I'm like, no, it's not good enough. So I'll have to go back again, rewrite things, trying to find the best lyrics, try to find the best phrases to be able to be as good as me as possible, I would say.
Yeah. What about Black Flag, the first song? Is there a special story behind this song?
Special story. I think there is always a special story behind every song, because it's I wouldn't say it's something specific on that particular song. It's more like the attitude of the album. It's the essence of the album, the essence of myself, the essence of the band. You know, we struggle so much daily with things in our lives, and you know, I try to capture those feelings. And Black Flag is this. Yes, it's so many times we're getting bullied on our, you know, job environment for many people, and I try to put myself in a position where I can see other options, other opinions, other people's minds, and you know, Black Flag is something like that. It's not political, it's not religious, it's not something like that. It's like me against you type of thing. It's more like there's so many things that we are against too, that Black Flag is reason.
That's why I call the album Me Against You.
Yes.
Yeah. The next song is Hollow God. What is the story about this song?
Yeah, Hollow God. Yeah, at that time in my life, I found myself that I don't believe in God anymore, and I'm not going to accuse the God itself, if there is a God, but mostly religions, and the attitude of the people. And I was a religious kid when I was growing up, and I was searching for myself and I was always trying to figure out how this thing is working out. So I got to a position where I was like, okay, that's it. There's no God. No God for me now. No God. We will see how it goes in the future, but not now. And Hollow God for me is something that, if there is something good out there and it's called God for people, maybe it's not that good as they think it is, or as is written on the books that they read. So that song is mostly my opinion on how I see things. On the religious, aspect.
It's a lyric video. Let's check out Hollow God.
Let's go.
Let's go.
show no mercy by slaughtering the doubters. With glory's paid the price, forgive with sacrifice, and blood that promises to save our souls but lead us to hell. I know that all the lies been said, all the seals are done, all the truth is wasted, you have to try some more. I know that all the lies been said, all the seals are done. I'm not the end of mine, I'm not the end of mine. Light savage mirrors, the face of disgrace and the fool. Lord died behind bars, blindly devoted to lies. No prayers left to keep your God alive. I know that all the lies been said, all the seals are done. I'm not the end of mine, I'm not the end of my road. The end of my road. I'm not the end of my.
The end. You changed your screen? Here we go again.
So here we are again. Sorry, I had
Yes.
some problem with my connection. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Very good. So, two
I cannot
questions.
hear you.
Test one. Now he's... you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yes?
I cannot hear you. Maybe it's the mic off. Your mic, maybe.
No? I think I am on.
I still can hear you. Everything seems to work now, but I cannot hear you.
No, everything is good. I hear you good.
You
Can
want
you
me
me
to
draußen
go
hören?
out and retry to get back again?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I play a song. Das machen wir jetzt. Jetzt spiele ich mal einen Song. Ihr könnt auch mal draußen einmal Fragen stellen und wir sind ja live, sehen wir es wieder mal. Der Stoffel ist auch da, habe ich gesehen. Stoffel, Servus. Im Männerurlaub. Aber schön, dass ihr nachschaut, ob wir alle da sind. Ob ihr alle genug Bier habt. So, checken wir mal schnell.
Now I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Yes. It's live, no problem.
Yeah. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you loud, but I can hear. I can hear you at least.
You want to scream?
So tell me.
So,
Where were we at?
two questions. How you come up with this name, Full House Brew Crew?
Okay, yeah, that's a funny story. Me and my buddies back then, I was writing the music, but I was not really looking for a name, but I had to find something. And we were playing a lot of poker back then, like a lot of Texas Hold'em. So one day I had a winning streak with a full house, and the bass player at that time told me that, man, you should name the band Full House, and I was like, yeah, that's a cool name. Why not? But because I always thinking that we have no fans, we have family, we're all together on that, times with fans and stuff like that is past their prime. So I thought about Brew Crew because I was really into beer, and I still am into beer. So I was like, Brew Crew is a really nice name to get along with the Full House, because Full House is a so common name to keep it that way. So Full House BC, that's how it came along with the name.
Okay, explained. Very nice. The next question is, the first album, Bet It All. released 2011. The next one, 2018, was Me Against You. Why was the gap so long?
The gap between them. Now the thing was that back then when I put out the first album, I had no connections at all. I knew nobody in the music business and industry, so I didn't know what I had to do, and I just released the first album. I thought that, okay, I need to put out something, so I just did what I felt the best thing to do. But the thing was that 1 year after the release of the first album, I joined the Rotten Christ guys. So I found that I thought it was a really huge opportunity for me from getting from nowhere to getting to be something, you know. The transitions was quite fast. So I was like, okay, and maybe I should, you know, focus more on Rotten Christ that time. So the first reason that took so long was that I put myself in a position for the first 2-3 years that I was working so hard with Rotten Christ guys that I didn't want to do anything else. I wanted to focus on that and be the best bass player I could be for that band. You know, we were touring constantly, so we were touring for about 8 to 110 days per year, not days, shows, because days it was way more, because for a weekend show it might take 3 days or more. So it was too hard. And the second reason was really important reason, because I couldn't find the right guys to fit into the band. So I had to fire some guys to get another guy for the bass, or not for the bass, for the guitars and drums. Then I had to do that again, because again I had the same problems. So it took some time to be able to find the right people to be able to get along. And of course, the writing process, it took me a lot of time and effort, because I wanted this album, the Me Against You album, wanted to be really, really good. So I worked a lot on writing process, and lyrics and vocals and everything, and soloing. I want to be perfect. So, you know, if you stack everything, you know, it goes up to 7 years.
The next song is from the first, and it's No Retreat. And if you listen to the song, this is for me Evangelis in searching my voice, because it's not this hard voice, it's more the clean voice. Was this meant like this, or
no? No, I wanted to be harder, but the guy back then where I was recording thought it would be better if I try more clean vocals, and he told me that in the mix that it would be harder. But I was like, no, it's not gonna be. You know, man. You know, I should try to sing more powerful. He was like, no reason to do that. And I was trying to, but at the end, no, it wasn't meant to be that clean. It's supposed to be, you know, harder, way harder.
So let's play the song now, and then you tell me how you feel after so many years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it's not bad. It's a cool track. And
no.
Yeah, here's No Retreat.
No Retreat. Let's go.
Yeah. Very, very cool. But you're so right. The missing link to a perfect song is exactly the roughness in the voice. That is missing. When you compare to the new songs from the last two albums, I think you learned your you learned your lesson. I think nobody will ever tell you sing clean. You say, what the fuck?
No way. No, they tell me that I'm talking with my guys, while we're writing new stuff, and we were talking about that for Bare Knuckle album, and my guitar player George was like, God, man, we have to go harder on the voice and more melodic on the voice. So we have to cover both aspects even more. We have to go deeper on those two. So I was like, I definitely in for that. So clean has to be cleaner and more melodic, and strong voice is going to be way, way stronger and more, distorted.
One of our VIP fan club members, Peter, he's in the band Serious Curse, the vocalist. He asked a question.
Okay.
Fungus, so do I hear various hardcore? You can read that, yeah.
Yeah. Gilles, do I hear various hardcore influences on the last album, or am I wrong? If so, which band is your inspiration for this genre? Peter, thank you so much for the question. So yes, a little bit. There is a little bit of a hardcore. I was never into the hardcore, to be honest, but sometimes my drummer Alex makes fun of me all the time about my influences, because he listens to the songs, on the pre-production, and he's like, okay, have you been listening to that period of time? I'm like, no, I was not. But he's like, but where did you get influence from? So you got that, outcome. And I'm like, I still listen to the same stuff. I don't know where that thing came from. I have no idea. But yes, I would say bands like Bleed from Within, bands like what's the name? I forgot it. And Lionheart is a really nice band, a really nice hardcore band. And it's not sometimes that I get to listen too much of something, but when I get to hear a song that I really, really enjoy it, I really, really want to create something like that. I feel like a kid sometimes, where I get to listen to something and I'm like, okay, I like that. I really enjoy that. I need to do something like that. I need to recreate those emotions to other people too. So that's why maybe I heard something from those bands and that came out. Maybe yes.
Maybe I'm wrong, but we have also some little bit melodic songs, hard but melodic, and a little bit Nickelback from phrasing,
yes, yeah, that's true. I remember myself like 10 years ago, something like that. I was trying to find new bands to listen to before the YouTube stuff, before the YouTube came into the picture. So I was trying to find out, okay, what songs do I really like and I really enjoyed this period of time in my life. So it was How You Remind Me was a really huge thing back then, but it wasn't that big as it was in US. Here in Greece, it was just a song on the radio, nothing else. So we didn't get that too much attention for Nickelback. So it was just one song. And I was like, okay, I need to find more songs of that band, because I really enjoy that rockish kind of stuff. I didn't knew what to expect. I was expecting more of that. So I got the All the Right Reasons album, and the first song kicks in, and I was like, oh, that's a hard rock song. It's not a ballad. That's confusing me. Okay, next song, the same kind of vibe. I was like, okay, these guys are playing hard rock. It's not that melodic. But then, the next 2-3 songs were ballads, then back to rock stuff. And I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. They find ways to have that variation into their albums, like Stone Shower. There's a lot of spectrum there. It's not just one thing and nothing else. So I really enjoyed that actually. So I wanted to do something like having really hard songs and really melodic songs, and something in between that. And I really enjoy Nickelback's vocalist. I think he's a really genius in writing melodies. He's really great on that.
There are songs, especially on the bare knuckle, which very close to this. There's an attitude. There's an attitude. Yes, for me, especially on the song Shuffle Deck. This is like a radio song, But
okay,
hard,
I get what you mean. Yeah,
that's it's maybe somebody says no, this is not. And not say you copy this and go, no, you have your own style.
Oh yeah. I get what you mean.
This roughness in the voice, in the melodic. It's a melodic style. That makes it very interesting.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I found it really hard to practice. It was really hard to practice that.
I think this band helps you to create your own style.
Because I guess
you bring the roughness and the powerness in the hard songs, and when it comes to the melodic stuff, you have this especially in the voice. I love it. This hard.
I think my all-time favorite album is Black Album. So I think an album has to have really powerful songs, really great songs, ballads, power ballads like Unforgiven, and Nickelback is one of those bands that got influenced by Metallica so much. So at the end of the day, we are getting back again to the roots.
Sandra, one of our members, asked if this Corona shit is over. Do you plan live gigs in Germany?
Oh, okay. Actually, we can't plan anything right now, unfortunately. There might be there was about to do a show. There was a show like some months ago that we planned to do, but unfortunately this thing canceled too, so we couldn't make it. And it's so tough. Believe me, it's really tough to put out music like we did in the middle of COVID, where no one releases albums because you cannot sell anything. But we did it, and we're truly passionate on that, and we're so focused and so into our fans and friends that we need to put out something. We cannot stick to that, and we wait till the things come back to normality so we can be able to come to Germany as soon as possible.
Have to, the German metal fans, the metalheads, they're the best,
Yeah, I know that. I've been to Germany many times.
So now we enter the life of the second album. Second album is Me Against You, and the title track is the next song. Mm-hmm. Was already the explanation from before, or is there something else
yes.
put on this song?
Yes, it was quite the same again. It was mostly I had a situation where I found myself in a really bad position in my life, not so much physically but mentally, and I always try to find ways to motivate myself. And because I search so much for that, I truly trying to find ways to motivate other people too. So Me Against You, it was more like a statement, like no retreat on the bet it all. It's the same. Me Against You, the same. It's always about the attitude against the normality, against the obstacles, against the people that they don't let us do what we need to do. People that try to kick you down, and that's the essence of that song.
Mm-hmm. Let's listen to the song. Great track. I love it.
Thank you.
Where is it? Here, Me Against You. Let's rock. You know, Vangelis, but just thought this is like a fantastic jam session between together with Iron Maiden, Rammstein, Nickelback, Metallica. Everybody puts a little bit something inside, and out comes a fantastic song like this.
Thank you so much, but I barely listened to Rammstein, and I never listened to Iron Maiden. So, as I told you before, maybe it's the influence from influence. Maybe, you know, I got influenced by something, but by a band that influenced by Maiden.
But this was not in a bad meaning. This is what it was fantastic.
Yeah. I get it. Of course.
There is so much in this song. This is power riff. This is your trademark, your voice, and this power riffs. This is also a trademark for Rammstein. This voice and the power riffs. So
true. True.
Similar, but yours is of course harder.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
But I laughed about myself. But I hear so much stuff. I hear Iron Man a little bit in the solo and here, and you hear Metallica. But great stuff. I love it.
Thank you.
Now comes a song from the last album, Bare Knuckle. This must be you looking back to your fighting stuff. Was this your idea?
Yeah. Bare Knuckle is I really enjoy as I said before, you know, the martial arts, and I found it really extremely hard to be able to perform into the ring and fight with people, and I really like bare knuckle fighting, and also bare knuckle fighting. You know, gypsies in Ireland, they do that a lot. In the UK, of course, also, and you got to have the balls to do that. You got to have the balls to do that. And as the UFC president says, that no matter how technology and how fast things are going and growing, also at the end of the day, people will keep fighting with their fists, and I find that so primitive and fascinating at the same time. And you know, all this adrenaline, all this blood, all these scars on the face. It's so nice sometimes. Yeah. I found it the most brutal way.
What is the story from Shuffle Deck?
Shuffle Deck is, as I said, we were playing poker for so long. I found out that Texas Hold'em, it's a game of being lucky to begin with, but later on you have to have the strategy and the attitude. Otherwise, you're gonna lose everything. No matter how good the cards are, placed on the table, if you don't have the attitude and if you don't know how to play the game, you're gonna lose. So for me, it's that's the essence of life. We're getting in a world. Some people are born black. Some people are born white. Some people are born in Greece. Some people are born in Germany or whatever. It's not up to us. This is, the deck is just shuffled and put on the table. So I get to have some cards on my own, okay, but I didn't choose them. But how to play them is really up to me. So attitude is number one, and then the strategy, how to make it work in this world, how to make it happen, how people are complaining, I'm not that lucky, I didn't born with money, I didn't born rich, I didn't born in California, I didn't born in New York to be able to make music and make money and make a living out of it. And I'm like, you don't have to be born over there. You have to be wherever you are. You have to be, really grateful for what you are and what you can become from that journey. So I got to have my cards and I have to play them the way I have to be able to be what I want to be. So Shuffle Deck is the essence of that. And it's a journey from trying to be something out of nothing. And there is a question sometimes, am I doing it right? Am I crazy to believe all those stuff? Because sometimes you are the only guy that believe in yourself.
Yes.
The only person that believes in yourself, it's you. And I'm like, am I the clown at the end of the day? Am I the guy am I doing everything wrong? Or am I just struggling to get out of that and to get, to put the meaning out? And at the end, that's why I said it. That's why the song says, no, I am not the clown. I am doing the right thing. There is no doubt at the end of the day.
I was in 2011 in a very difficult time, with financially, and my son sick, and a lot of bullshit. And I was sitting in Cairo, an airport. I never forget this. Sitting there was a big poster in front of me, maybe 10 meters big poster, with "The sky is the limit." And I had so much time for the next flight, and I was looking this, and suddenly I said, bullshit. There is no limit. The sky is not the limit. There is no limit. And this was for me, fuck, I do this now. And then I did.
Yeah, your motto, yeah.
Yes, there is no limit. If you want to do something,
exactly.
Achieve. But something I want to tell you. In 19 years in Thailand, the happiest people with the smile was the poor people on the street. The unhappiest people were the people with money, like the kids with a Ferrari, born with in a rich family. They never had a smile. They only smile or look down to other people.
Yes.
But the poor people, the people on the street who's selling the soups, they was the smiling people, and it's what you said actually.
Yeah, the funny thing is that there's not only two kind of people, but mostly there's two kind of people, and both of those kinds are really, really sad. There's a really rich people that didn't even try to be rich and famous or anything like that, and the other is the people that want to be like them, and it's really sad. It's really sad. We have to work. We need to be honest with ourselves, what we want to do and why we want to do it. And problems are going to be there. How to deal with those problems is the meaning of life.
Yeah. Let's check out the next song. One of my favorites, Shuffle Deck. Here we go.
Deck.
Draw dagger words, memo swear, and tears to fall. Queen of words will bring betrayal right on your soul. King of spades, you realize you've lost your crown. Winner is restored inside you. of hearts is more tears, queen of our betrayals, king of spades without a crown.
Here we go. That was actually a song where I really heard the Nickelback influence. It is melody.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Beautiful. Beautiful song.
Yeah.
Who makes the videos?
Those videos, actually, all the lyric videos are made by Monster. His code name is Monster. He's a Greek guy. He's a friend of ours, and he does all the videos. He's really good, really good.
Yes.
He did also the cover of the last two albums, Me Against You and Bare Knuckle. He did actually everything. He has a package that does photographs, the artworks, everything, and the lyric videos.
When you know, I am a A&R for Rock of Angels, and I have my weekly fights with the big boss to get a band side. So how you present Aki, for example, your music? Is there any? He say something against?
Aki is a really honest guy.
Don't say something wrong, because I order some food. I order some.
We have a great relationship with Aki since the first day. Yeah, you should. We have a great relationship.
Don't say anything wrong now.
Hey, hi guys. Bageli, hi. How are you, friend?
How are you doing, Akis? Doing good?
Fantastic. Yes, a real great philosophy on shuffle deck. Respect on that, what you said.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Aki, wo ist mein Akropolis-Teller?
Ja, wo willst du gern haben?
Mit extra Tzatziki, bitteschön.
Ja, du musst noch ein Jahr warten, bis du bekommst, und dann machen wir das alles.
Ja, dann machen wir dann. Das machen wir dann schon.
Gibt sogar Tomaten hier aus meinem Gewächshaus. Everything original.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Next song. So we have Shuffle Deck. The next song, Buried Hope. What is the story about Buried Hope?
That's okay. That goes a little bit deeper. This thing is I'm talking about depression on that song, and the feelings that you get. The verses are talking about how hard it is to, when you see something and you're depressed, how different the world is and the meaning you get from other people that they're not. And how this thing is, drops you down, and other people don't have those kind of, hard feelings. And you see, you feel yourself like floating in this world, not existing. And the chorus is talking about getting back from that, how you struggle, but you get back from that. And the bridge after the second chorus is I'm talking about how the struggle was when you do something, but you shouldn't do something like that. You should do something different, and you are wrong again, and you're back again to the depression, and how hard this thing is to deal with.
I will ask Aki now in German, so our people outside understands a little bit more what to say. Aki, als du zum ersten Mal Full House Brew Crew gehört hast, was hast du dabei gedacht? Was ging dir vor? Hast du das so gehört, so wie du es hören wolltest, oder was ging dir bei als Label-Boss vor?
Ja, ich fand, es war von Anfang an ein Brett, ganz einfach. Ja, da hat eigentlich alles gestimmt. Das war mein Eindruck und ich musste die Band unbedingt haben. Mir hat die Attitude total gefallen, mir hat die Musik total gefallen, die Präsentation hat mir total gefallen. Ja. Und ja, dann habe ich einfach zu Vangelis Kontakt aufgenommen und gefragt, wie schaut's aus? Ja, I asked him, hey guys, are you interested in a cooperation with us? And that's the way how things started. Right?
Now, I told you Vangelis in December when I met Aki the very first time. He was guest in my morning show, and he represented his artist, about I think 9 or 10 bands. And then he said, this band, this is special. He said, you must listen to this. You have to get this band. I'm saying, yeah, now we're here. So after 7 months.
We're here.
Yeah.
Buried Hope. Let's play this song.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have another 2 songs. Yeah. Here's Buried Hope. Full House Brew Crew.
When the sun sets, you know it will rise back up again. For me, does not shine, and I just watch it blur away. Life slowly swallows my breath, hiding the feelings that my eyes reflect. I can't go buried deep in the darkest of days. That in the night I will find what people always deny. The light that keeps on facing the dead of time. Some people bury
Great song. Is the last album is you go deeper, right? In nailing you, draw from the bottom, shuffle deck, breaking new ground. So you write more from out of a life and I am right. You find your way in,
yes,
as a lyricist.
As I said before, I try to be better on everything. So I try to find all the small details and try to be better on everything. So when I sit down to write for some particular subject, I try to have the first phrase, the essence of the song. Then I try to build up on that. And I always try to dig deep on that, because I try to remind myself why I started, what made me, what was that I fell in love with. So I still remember the first time I listened to the first album of Slipknot. I had nothing, I had no videos, there was no internet, I had only the album and the lyrics, and I was sitting in my home with my earphones, and I was listening to the music, and I was reading the lyrics, and I was like, oh, okay, this guy is really passionate about what's writing. So I find myself on the other side now as a songwriter. I try to deliver it. I try always to do the best thing I can. I try to put the right lyric in the right position, to sing it the right way. That's why I try to work with the best guys, so we can put out the best results.
What happened in you when you're on stage and the fans singing your songs? What makes it in you? Is this proud? Is this what feeling is it for you?
I think that's the best feeling ever. I had an interview a couple of days ago, and they asked me what's the best show I've ever had. I have many great shows, but I'm not that ego guy that I would say that because it's full house it's the best show. But I remember playing shows with full house and people singing the songs, and that's huge for me. That's the best feeling ever, the best thing ever.
So how important is for you the fan reaction? Is this the money? I think it's not a goal, because it's very hard as a musician to earn good money, to survive, okay, but to earn good money,
to earn good, yes,
the big ones, okay, there, yes, but your reward is the fan reaction.
Yeah,
right?
It's really hard. Yeah, it's really hard to make money out of that. I still find myself struggling into that, but I truly believe that we will get to a really good point quite soon. We'll have something really good coming up with Rock of Angels.
This will grow and get even stronger every album, because we believe in this band. And this is exactly the philosophy I like from Vangelis. Always self-reflecting and searching how to get better. Every day getting better. And that's exactly my philosophy too. So we understand each other. You have to self-reflect and think about where you stand in between time and space, and how can you improve yourself and find the ways to do it.
And if you work it out, you may step to another life. What a great cue to the next song. Another life. Give me some Spinal Tap before we go too deep now. You told me before you have enough stories. So you found the band 2009, right?
Yeah, 2009, yes.
So between 2009 and 2021, were there some Spinal Tap moments where you said, "Oh, holy fuck, why happens to me?" You want to share some stories?
Unfortunately, I don't have too many of those. Most of the times the Spinal Tap stories are on the studio or on the show. where you are just 2 seconds before the show starts, and the sound engineer forgot to save the options on the sound desk, so we had no sound at all 2 seconds before we start the show. So our sound engineer, because we have 2 sound engineers, so they had to go back again and run everything through again. And I had the stage manager, because we were playing right before Phil Campbell's band, and it was the stage manager. He was like, "Okay, guys, you're a bit late. Yeah. I was like, "Okay." I was really, 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 really angry at that time, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, step aside. We will cut the song. No worries. You will not have problems with that." Yes. Okay. So he left for a little while. We're line checking again, everything, guitars, drums, and stuff like that. 5 minutes later, guys, you're gonna be late. And I was like, man, get the fuck out of here, because I will break your fucking neck. I was so angry at that time, but the guy just disappeared, and the rest of the family, was a bit scared, because I was like, just let me do the job. I will just cut off 3 songs. You will not get any, you will not affect your show. Just go away. It was a bit weird. 2 days later, we had the show with the guys also the next day in another city in Greece. And the guys, we went out for a beer, and the guys came to me and were like, "Okay, sorry for that," And it was like, I know that, I've been touring for many years. I know that crap's happening, so often. So it's okay. It's okay.
Believe me, if you're half size guy, small guy, he would be different. He would say, "Get the fuck out of the stage, all you have." But he had some respect,
Yeah. I get that. I get it. That's why I
it's good.
Tell me.
It's good. I think you have attitude. That's good. Get out of the way or break your neck. That's good.
Yeah, I don't try to push anyone. I never try to show that, okay, I'm bigger, so you should, go away. But I'm cutting off songs of my set list, so you don't have to worry about it. Your show is gonna be full played, so there's no reason to, messing around with me right now, because everybody's so stressed. Everybody's trying to make the best out of, the situation to be able to perform. So you don't have to come to me and keep saying me the same thing over and over again. You're not making things any better. I'm not a local band. I'm not, I've done hundreds and hundreds of shows and tours around the world, so.
Probably one more influence you haven't talked about, I would say, is Black Label Society and Zakk Wylde. Ask him about it.
One of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
One of the biggest ones. Yeah, Zakk Wylde. I think there's 3 guys that influenced me the most, and still it's a huge influence to me. James Hetfield, Dimebag Darrell, and Zakk Wylde. All those three guys are, the huge influence for me. And later on, all kinds of bands came to the picture, but those 3 guys really influenced me. Zakk Wylde was a different story, because when I got the first Black Label Society album, I sent a friend of mine to the record store and told him, "Bring me something heavy. I don't care, but I want something to be heavy." And he was like, "Okay, maybe I'll bring you Black Label Society. I don't know what it is, just bring something to me." And he brought me the Stronger Than Death album from Black Label Society. So I take the album, I open it up, and I see Zakk Wylde, and I see a huge guy. And I'm like, that's really cool. That's really cool, because all the musicians were like, really skinny guys. And I was like, okay, you're screaming and yelling, but you're not bringing, the essence. You don't look strong. You look weak, and I really dislike that. Well, Zakk was different. He's a different animal. He has the attitude. He has the looks. He has everything. He has the voice. He has everything.
But in the beginning, when he entered the world of Ozzy Osbourne, he was a slim guy. A small guy.
Yeah, he was.
he became
he was really skinny.
Guy. Yeah, very.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's true.
Another Life, another killer track. Love this song as well. Ready? Here we go. Here we go again. Great song. You know what really impressed me from the video? The part with the beat, the heartbeat. Dum, dum.
The heartbeat, yeah. I got really impressed when I saw that first time.
So cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. We have one song left. You see, so fast, 1.5 hours. Are there any questions from the fans outside? Jetzt raus mit den Fragen. Habt ihr noch Fragen an den Vangelis, bevor wir ihn entlassen? It takes a little bit of time. So there's a gap from
No worries.
15 seconds.
The guys are working on the new stuff.
This was actually my next question. Are there any plans for a new album? Or
yes, there's always plans for the new album. Now it's I think on the we're working on the new one, and for the first time we're going to do something we never tried before. We're going to do that. We're going to do all the production on the studio, on an actual studio. So we will crank up all the way the amplifiers so we can hear it everything really loud. So we get the real essence of the new songs we're gonna create. And pre-production on the studio, and we're going to work on the songs in a little bit different way. We're going to be 10 times more focused on the outcome. We're gonna be preparing the songs before we start working on them. So we will have something like a plan, like a map of the song, and then we will create on top of that. So we will have the idea first on how the song should sound, and then we will start creating it. Not just going randomly trying to figure out how this thing would sound or how the album would sound or anything like that. We'll be really, really strict. We will know the exact amount of songs we're gonna have, how many hard songs, how many melodic, how everything is gonna work out. Is gonna be everything before we get to the studio. Everything is gonna be down, written. Everything's gonna be great.
Where was the live video film? Christiana asked, and the tunnel video.
What the live video? Okay. The tunnel video. And the tunnel video. Okay, both shows, both videos. So the live video was back 2 years ago, I think. We played. We asked by the Greek metal Hammer to do a show in Athens, and there was 2 more bands in that. It was like a festival, like a small festival, and there was 2,500 people on that show. It was a total sold-out show, and it's an annual show from the Greek Metal Hammer, and it was really, really great. And we had the opportunity of filming that show. It was really, really nice. And the tunnel video is somewhere here in Athens. There's 2 huge stadiums here in Athens, and this tunnel connects those 2 stadiums, and it's all painted like that with graffitis and stuff like that.
There's another question from Metal Mortal. Do you play live with Rotting Christ?
I used to for 7 years, but I left the band 2 years ago and joined Wolfheart as a full member.
Okay.
Not anymore.
Okay. Vangelis, it was a pleasure. Eye to eye, and it was great. Thank you so much. Give a little bit insight in Full House Brew Crew. Before I wrote it wrong. I wrote Full House Crew Brew, and then I think holy shit, I have to change it because after the show I sent this. I post this in our fan club. Only the fan club can see that this, and I changed it all. I said, what the hell? Full House Crew Brew?
That's even.
I get confused because I didn't get too much meat, because Aki next year,
Just say Full House BC.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah.
Full House busy. Oh,
Full
cannot
House
play.
busy.
Full House busy.
Busy, very busy.
Full House always busy.
Full House is always busy.
All right. Something you want to say to the German fans, German, Austrian, Swiss fans? We have mostly.
I hope to see you guys all soon. It's gonna be really soon, I guess. If things will get back to normal, we're gonna be touring really soon. Believe me.
The albums are available. I don't know, all 3 albums, Aki, or only the last one?
Yes.
All 3.
Yes, of course. The previous one is also released by Rock of Angels Records. So we have all 3 albums there.
So again, I posted during the movie, the film, or the video. Vangelis, Aki, ich danke dir, Aki. Ich glaube, ich sehe dich morgen nochmal.
Ja, vielen Dank.
Thank you. Auf der Ernährung gesagt, morgen haben wir wieder nochmal eine vom Rock of Angels. Fire Force. Yes. Holy shit. Tomorrow comes Erwin. Vangelis, thank you so much. Stay healthy.
The pleasure was mine.
And don't forget to rock. Before I play the last song, of course, you have to explain the last song. Cannot be judged.
Vangeli Gyashu.
Aki, χάρηκα πάρα πολύ που σε είδα.
Να είσαι καλά.
Vangelis, cannot be judged. The last, explain in short term. Oh, take it.
Short term, cannot be judged. You know, we grew up in a really difficult period of time here in Greece where people, you know, back older generations did something really bad for the country. And we were like the generation that we cannot be judged for that. So we have to carry down the torch and make things better. You know, it's in our hands right now. So that's the essence of cannot be judged, you know.
Vangelis, thank you so much. Here is the last song. And you did it 1 hour and 38 minutes. Very cool. Thank you so much. God bless. And say hello to the guys. And don't forget, if you like to be on a show again, we have our metal marathon 1st October to 3rd October. 60 bands, 60 hours, non-stop metal. Please, 1 hour, be our guest with the other boys, if you want.
That would be great. That would be great.
You're more than welcome.
I mean,
thank you. Brings and Greek heavy metal. Cannot be judged. Thank you.
Bye.
And bye.
Cheers.
Cheers. Holy Jumping Jesus. Das war doch ein Brett. Jawohl, da gebe ich euch wieder recht da. Danke euch draußen fürs wie immer mitschreiben und mitkommentieren. Ich habe noch 5 Songs für euch. Jawohl. Nicht ausschalten. Es geht noch weiter. So, noch am Brett. Jetzt gibt es mal einen Song. Liegt mir am Herzen, weil er für ganz speziell jemand ist, wo da passt der Song genau dazu. Für mich ja, ein sehr wichtiger Song jetzt und hoffentlich trifft das auch ein. Der Song ist von Bonfire und der Song heißt Praying for a Miracle. Jawohl. Super geil. Der Song war für ganz jemand Speziellen jetzt. So, der nächste Song ist ein Cover, aber ein geiles Cover von einer australischen Band Evenamt. Und zwar eine alte Nummer. Und mal schauen, die habe ich schon mal gespielt. Vor langer Zeit habe ich sie mal einmal gespielt. Seitdem glaube ich nicht mehr. Mal schauen, wie euch die gefällt. Are You Gone My Way? Lenny Kravitz. Jawohl, das waren Envelope. Wir sind eigentlich mit ihnen in Verbindung, dass wir was ausmachen, bloß sie sind in Australien. Ist ein bisschen schlecht, jetzt müssen wir das Interview aufzeichnen, aber es gibt mit Sicherheit im August ein Interview mit Envelope, mit den Jungs. So, und jetzt haben wir da den Metal Newsflash. Heute kein Gast, aber dafür eine Ankündigung für einen geilen Act. Das wird er gleich staunen. Unsere liebe Elke hat wieder Gas gegeben und hat wieder einen ganz großen. Jetzt wird erstaunen, wer wird jetzt kommen? Am 8.7. Jetzt ratet mal. Und der Sänger, was gleich dabei wird, ist gleich der Mortal gleich sagen, der ist dabei. Ja, Wahnsinn. So. Welcome to the show, Check Stars, Burning Star.
Now from a distant shore, and in the ivory tower where you live, it's not secure. Once upon a time, your fate was all you had to fear. But if the axe comes down, the fallout far beyond your years. Of fire, black clouds are rising in your way. Now hear the warning. Will you be the hero? Will you be the savior of the fight? Will you be the hero? Will you be prepared to sacrifice? Will you be the hero? Will you be the savior? Will you be the hero? Will you be too late? Don't wait for the hammer to strike. We turn our eyes up to the sky, waiting for some kind of sign. A coward dies 1,000 times, but a hero will always be fine. In the darkness of the night, fail to recognize the fate that soon could come. Open up your blinded eyes, for the battle has begun. Black clouds are rising in your way. Now hear the warning. Will you be the hero? Will you be the savior of the fight? Will you be the hero? Will you be prepared to sacrifice? Will you be the hero? Will you be the savior of the fight? Will you be the hero? Will you be too late? Don't wait for the hammer. Wait for the hammer. Wait for the hammer to strike.
Jawohl. Saugeil. Check Stars, Burning Star am 8.7. live im Interview. Weitere Legende. Richtig cool. Danke, Elke. Sehr, sehr gut gemacht. Der Mortel. Den Mann kenne ich gesichtsweise irgendwoher. Ja, ich weiß genau. Das war noch vor deiner Zeit. Da warst du jetzt bist du trocken, hoffentlich. Oder hast du gleich halb aufgemacht auf den Stock mit deiner Kur? So, ja, genau. Den haben wir gesehen, wir zwei. Also ich habe ihn gesehen und du hast ihn gehört, weil du hast ja nichts mehr gesehen. Nein. So, dann würde ich mal sagen, jetzt haben wir noch 2 Songs. 2 geile Songs. Der eine heißt Fraternia. Fraternia. Wie sagt man das? Fraternia. Dark Vision. Here we go. Fraternia, Dark Vision, geht Gott ab. So, liebe Freunde, 2 Stunden, 3 Minuten, einer geht noch. Einer geht dabei. So, mein Rauschmeister ist heute mal nicht ganz so schnell, aber dafür ein geiler Song. Der Band Estate. Schon mal gehört von Estate? Super geil. Der Song heißt Winter Kingdom. Passt doch perfekt zum Juni, oder? Winter Kingdom. Und nach dem Song komme ich nur kurz rein und sage ciao und kündige die Band für morgen an. So, hier ist Estate, Winter Kingdom.
It's time to give myself to freedom and see what is there beyond. From winter sleepless kingdom, and freedom cut the bond. Cut the bond. Stranger to this world, it's never been your soulmate, but you and I with this alone, and have never found a friend. I didn't shine a fleeting star, but I've been showing you the way. Uncertainty is your scar, break the chains and
Das waren Estate und Winter Kingdom. So, liebe Freunde, morgen wieder, gleiche Zeit, 20 Uhr, morgen kommt Fire Force. Da gibt es was in die Fresse kaut. Richtig geiler Metal, das wird euch gefallen und ich bin gespannt. Aber gibt es den Erwin und weiß noch, wer noch dabei hat. Auf alle Fälle wird es morgen heavy, die ganze Woche und übermorgen Hellstar, heiliger Bimbam. James Rivera kommt. Den finde ich obergeil. Also diese Woche ist gerettet. Wir haben Metal. So, Freunde, bleibt gesund, bleibt uns treu. Wir haben übrigens 42 Mitglieder schon. 42, ja. Die kann ich morgen mal sagen, wer die 2 neu dazugekommen sind. Jawohl. Also, Freunde, morgen wieder einschalten und noch einmal die Glocke bedienen für alle, die neu dabei sind heute und den Kanal noch nicht gekannt haben. Jetzt mal kurz die Glocke oben läuten, den Hells Bells. Und dann hat der Mickey D das letzte Wort und dann geht's ab in die Haie für mich. Okay, ciao, bis morgen und keep on heavy metal.
Hi everyone, Mickey D here. Don't forget, metal is forever. Rockcast Show. So stay tuned, enjoy the show, and don't forget to rock and roll. Bye bye.
Die Metal is Forever Rockcast Show wird präsentiert von Hardline, das Rock- und Metal Magazin. Überall erhältlich, wo es Zeitschriften gibt. Im Abo besonders günstig. 6 Ausgaben zu 25 €. Holt es euch. Hardline, das Rock- und Metal Magazin. The Vegan Essence of Rock'n'Roll. Veganer Lifestyle ist lebendiger Rock'n'Roll. Wir sind Rebellen. Wir sind Veganer. Wir lieben das Leben und leben es mit jeder Menge Spaß. Fliesenspitzner. Ihr zuverlässiger Handwerker für alle Aufgaben rund um das Verlegen von Fliesen, Platten, Mosaik und Naturstein. Crazy Stuff Tattoo in Schwandorf. Tätowierer aus Leidenschaft. Dein Tattoo-Studio in privater Atmosphäre und für individuelle Tattoos. Luftraum Fürstenfeldbruck. Die Rock- und Metal-Kneipe. Jede Woche von Donnerstag bis Samstag Rock und Metal vom Feinsten. Power Concerts Burg Lengenfeld. Wenn es um Konzerte geht, dann Power Concerts. Karten gibt's an allen bekannten Vorverkaufsstellen. Backguard Studios. Zusammenarbeit mit Indiscreet Audio. Das Metal Dream Team für die metallischen Produktionen vom ersten Ton bis zum fertigen Produkt seid ihr bei uns an der richtigen Stelle. Meldet euch unverbindlich bei uns. The Metal is Forever. Schwammerhandler. Fanshop Story Mall. Der offizielle Partner der Metal is Forever Rockcast Show. Rock of Angels Records. Von Metal Fans für Metal Fans. The home of rock and metal. Roar!